Afra, are you ready with the video of our faculty?
Yes, Prof.
Good, thank you. Okay, on the 11th, then up, okay. Okay, we'll start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for coming. This is our first session, information session about our dual degree with the University of Melbourne. Together with us, Dr. Tati Diwardi, the head of MS Study Program in the Faculty of Education, and also Dr. Helen Kosmeshu. I'm sorry if I mistakenly pronounce your name, from the University of Melbourne, and together with us also the lectures from the Faculty of Education, Dr. Bambang Subintono, Dr. Lukmanul Hakim, and our staffs. And I myself is Nina Nurmila, the Dean of the Faculty of Education at the Faculty of Education Triple IU. That's what it Univ show how our faculty look like in the video. Please, Afra, thank you. Well, I can see our alumni, Dwi Asi and Hizr Hayat. Oh, Hizr Hayat is still inactive. Okay, we'll see the video of our faculty.
Welcome to Indonesian International Islamic University, a university that stands together in a diversity of cultures, languages, history, and also the beliefs inherent in the identity of Indonesia as a multicultural archipelagic country. Indonesian International Islamic University is the first international Islamic university in Indonesia that not only explores Islamic studies, but also introduces to the world an advanced Islamic civilization in Indonesia that is able to make a positive contribution through discovery, research, and global achievement.
Do you need high quality of international education right here in Indonesia? The place is at the Indonesian International Islamic University, or we call it UIII. UIII has 4 faculties. One of them is the Faculty of Education. The Faculty of Education offers MA and PhD in education with 4 concentrations. First, curriculum teaching and learning. Second, educational assessment and evaluation. Third, education policy management and leadership. And 4, education and society. The 4 concentrations are designed to represent the ecological system, namely those that focus on the micro context, represented by the concentration of curriculum, teaching and learning, the meso context, represented by the concentration of educational assessment and evaluation, and the concentration of education policy management and leadership, while the concentration of education and society represent the context of a larger meso layer, linking it with the macro lenses of economics, politics, anthropology, and sociology of education.
And here, we are at the Faculty of Education, one of the faculty at UIIU designed to produce high-quality transformative educators with a passion for lifelong learning. Our dedication to excellence and innovation sets us apart from the rest, and we are proud to be leading the way toward a brighter future for education.
The UIIU Faculty of Education offers a Master of Arts in Education program that prepares graduates for careers as academics, practitioners, designers, researchers, government officials, managers, supervisors, assessment specialists, evaluators, policy analysts, and consultants at national and international institutions. The program provides a comprehensive foundation in education covering theories, philosophies, practices, and their connection to society and culture. Graduates are equipped with the skill and knowledge necessary to succeed in education. The UIII Faculty of Education is committed to providing students with a supportive and inclusive community. Our faculty comprises experts dedicated to helping students achieve their academic and professional goals. With resources and support available at UIIU, students have the opportunity to thrive and succeed in their chosen careers in the education sector.
The Faculty of Education is filled with experts and globally recognized lecturers who are able to share their passion, story, journey, and perspective with like-minded students.
Our PhD program is designed for students who are passionate about education and want to make a significant contribution to the field. Our faculty members are experts in their respective areas of research, and our program provides students with the analytical tools and resources they need to conduct groundbreaking research and participate in global discussion. Our application process is highly competitive, but we encourage all qualified students to apply. You can visit our website for more information on the application requirements and deadlines. Let's make your dream come true with study in the PhD program at the Faculty of Education, Universitas Islam Internasional Indonesia.
On more than 140 hectares of land, Indonesian International Islamic University has built dozens of facilities to ensure a seamless experience and also a balance between academic activities and non-academic activities. Indonesian International Islamic University will always support the positive development and freedom of each individual, especially those related to physical, mental, and spiritual development. At UIIU, we will learn more, gain more, and give even more as we believe. Lesson shapes souls. Come and join us to shape the souls and create the future.
Okay, thank you very much, Afra. Now, time is yours, Ibu Tati, around 15 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah. This one. Sorry. Yeah. I hope that my screen is visible enough for everyone. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Almost noon here. Thank you for having your day off with us. We are going to present our dual degree between UIIU and University of Melbourne. Presentation on my side is Master of Arts in Education at the Faculty of Education. So I'm gonna share with you some of the information that is essential for you to know about our dual degree. Hold on a second. Why is it? Okay, this one. Right. So the MA in Education, our program relative new, but we have graduated like through at least two batches. So we are currently working with our third batch that they are completing their thesis. So in MA in Education, we are offering 4 areas of concentration. We have curriculum teaching and learning, we have educational assessment and evaluation, we also offers educational management and leadership, and the last one is education and society. So for more infos, including what courses being offered in each concentration, you can always go to our website. That is screen. Probably you can see on the screen. Yeah. Just give probably brief information about how we came to reach this point. So our partnership with University of Melbourne has been in an ongoing process. It started back in 2004 when we agreed on having a series of joint webinar series. So from 2004 until 2005, we have done like at least three. Yeah. So it's secure, our partnership. So we are ready to move on to the next level. That's why now we have the dual degree, because it's something that we earn the process, and we are ready to have a more established partnership. And we are lucky enough that the partnership is being funded by the LPDP scholarship. So I'm gonna share with you some of the requirements for for applying the dual degree between IIIU and the University of Melbourne. From our side, it requires Indonesian citizen, and then the maximum is 35 years old. You have to earn a strong academic record and with your bachelor's degree, at least GPA 3.51, and then you have also, during your undergraduate degree, you have experience producing thesis writing. Yeah, that will be the general requirement. As for the application document, requires to have a bachelor's degree diploma and academic transcript. You also need to show us the IELTS certificates. Our partnership agrees to have 6.5 overall, no band less than 6.0. And then you need to include the curriculum vitae and the motivation letter showing your commitment to advancing the field of education. Okay. We also requires 2 letters of recommendation from someone who has a direct experience working with you. So those are the requirements that you need to submit in order to get an LOA. And then after that, if you are applying to us, meaning that you can get an LOA and then submitting to apply for your LPDB scholarship. I'm gonna talk about that later on. But let me move on to the program structure, yeah. So this program, this dual degree between IIIU and University of Melbourne consists of 2 years of study with 3 phases. The first, there's a first phase, and there is a second one, and the third one. So let me start with the first phase. So the first phase of your program of dual degree between IIIU and Melbourne, you're gonna spend the first semester at IIIU, that is in Faculty of Education. So during your first semester with us at IIIU, you would enroll in these courses. One is University Compulsory Wasatiyah Islam in a Globalized World. This is like an MKDU for Indonesia in Indonesian term. So you have to take it because it is required by the university. And also you need to also enroll in 4 other courses that they are all foundation for any student who wants to earn their master's degree with us. So the foundational courses include the comparative philosophy of education, psychology in education, Islamic education, and educational research methodology. So having done this, the student or any student who are enrolled in the dual degree program, they will be ready to move on to the second phase. That is 1 year at University of Melbourne. So the second phase, that is 1 year at University of Melbourne, Dr. Helen would have the opportunity to share her prepared slides. So she will do more of the talking about the courses or anything related to University of Melbourne. So I'm gonna move on to the last phase, that is the third phase. So after you're earning or spending 1 year at University of Melbourne and finishing and completing all required necessary requirement, you'll be returning to us at IIIU, and then you would have 1 semester. That is, you need to produce that is thesis substitution, because in order for a student earning their master's degree, MA in education degree, they would have to produce a thesis. For a regular student, typically they would have to have minimal 25,000 words of thesis. But for the dual degree, we have set the standard that is 10,000 word essay as IIIU thesis substitution. So that will be your last requirement in order for you to earn your dual degree. So between Melbourne and IIIU. Okay, hopefully this one is pretty clear. Of course, you can have questions after our presentation, but let me move on to the registration scheme because this is important. We are catching up with the deadline for the LPDP. So there is two schemes. You can go through our website. There is IIIU admission. So there is an administrative selection where all your documents submitted to us, and then our administrative selection team would do the selection to see the completeness and things like that. And then after that, the document would go to the desk review, and this will be the IIIU faculty reviewer would be in charge. We are actually in the process of doing that. So we are doing all substantive review of the documents that came to us. And the last one, those who pass the desk review process, they would move on to the interview. And then after the interview, some of the eligible ones and then good one would receive the conditional under conditional or conditional letter. In our case, we have experienced one student, actually currently our student doing dual degree between IIIU and SOAS London. So we have given the student an unconditional letter because that person already passed the language requirements. So, and then she brought that letter of acceptance letter to LPDP. So that's the one route. The second route, you can go through LPDP selection through their website. So you follow all the selection process already available on their website, including the selection, the test, the substantial review, and then following the announcement. So if you go to this route, you're gonna bring what is it? The grant awardment to you, and then you can bring the letter to us so you can go to our selection. So basically, you're bringing the letter of scholarship to us, and then we can do the next selection. That is, I think, a lot faster than the first one. So depend on the route, you are free to go to any direction. So that will be the option for you to go through. For more information about the IIIU admission, you can go to our website. As you can screenshot the screen, so you can explore some of the information related to dual degree. It's already on the guidelines. So we have self-funding, IIIU scholarship manual, LPDP for PhD, and right now we have the dual degree LPDP and the manuals. Remember, we have the deadline is 23rd of February 2026. For your information, LPDP currently put the dual degree between IIIU and University of Melbourne under an affirmative scholarship. They have a number of categories under the affirmative scholarship. The first one, the affirmative region, which mean only for applicants whose ID card, address, and current home address are in region designated as affirmative region. So both addresses must be in affirmative region, meaning that your KTP and where your home addresses are match, yeah. The second category under affirmative scholarship is indigenous Papuan, only for applicants of Papuan descent. And then the third one is underprivileged or pre-prosperous applicant, only for applicant registered in the National Integrated Social Welfare Data or DTKS. So you must be registered in the integrated DTKS website or system. And the last category is person with disabilities, only for applicants with physical or mental disabilities. These are some of the category under the affirmative scholarship. So for more information, affirmative region actually available from LPDP Affirmative Scholarship Handbook. It should be available publicly. But if you feel the need to have this handbook, we can have send a copy to you. Just chat in comment box. There are provinces like Aceh, including the regencies, Bali, Bengkulu, Jambi, Kalimantan Barat, Kalimantan Timur, Kalimantan Utara, Kepulauan Riau, Lampung, Maluku, Maluku Utara, Nusa Tenggara Barat, Nusa Tenggara Timur, Papua, and Papua Barat, Papua Barat Daya, Papua Pegunungan, Papua Selatan, Papua Tengah, Riau, Sulawesi Tengah, Sulawesi Utara, Sumatera Barat, Sumatera Selatan, and Sumatera Utara. I think the region or the coverage is quite vast. So if you need more information, more detail, or you need the handbook copy, feel free to put your request on the chat box. I think that's all that I have. Feel free to have question after Helen's presentation, I believe. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you very much, Ibu Tati. I think we need to upload your PowerPoint in our website in order people who cannot attend our information session can access that information. Okay, please, your time, Dr. Helen Kosmesu.
I hope that you can see my slides.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Dean, and thank you, Tati. Yes, my name is Dr. Helen Kosmescu. I am the course coordinator of the Master of Education, and I'm a senior lecturer in LAIL, in Language and Literacies Education. And I'm absolutely delighted and honoured to be here with you today and to share this exciting moment as our two universities come together in this formal way. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce that the traditional owners of the unceded lands on which the University of Melbourne sits and where the staff and students work, learn and live, and they are the Wurundjeri Wurrung and Bunurong people. We express gratitude and reflection to be here in a place that's rich in stories and histories, both wondrous and also painful. And the community of researchers, teachers, professional staff and students are privileged to work and learn every day with Indigenous colleagues, partners and peers. And so with that in mind, I say Wumanjeka, which means welcome, but it means more than welcome. It means welcome and you are nurtured in this space. And the welcome is also from our Dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Mark Tesser, who also welcomes the partnership that we've established between our universities and welcomes you. So before we go any further, I'd just like to take a few moments to briefly walk you through the history of the university, because you will see that its history aligns very much with its contemporary vision. So the university was founded in 1853. It's Australia's second oldest university, and it came into light during a period of Victoria's history known as the Gold Rush. Now, this was a period of incredible economic growth for the colony of Victoria. So this is before Australia was federation, before we went through federation, and Victoria was still a colony. But the goal at the time was to provide educational excellence similar to the standards of the great universities in Europe. Now, this is important because it establishes that from the beginning, the University of Melbourne aimed to be a first-class institution. And that brings us to today, to the contemporary university, which is known globally for education, for medicine, for law, and for arts and humanities. And you will see that there is quite a lot of synergy between the vision and goals that you have at UIIU and those that we have here at the university. The university is ranked amongst the top university, and that's consistently. It's currently ranked at number 37 and continues to be Australia's #1 university. So the university was founded to educate leaders for a new society, and it continues that today, that mission of preparing global professionals, including educators, who will shape the future of educations in countries such as yours, such as in Indonesia. But we are also very, very connected to the wider world. The university is highly international. We have over 130 countries represented in our student population. We have exceptional global engagement. We have a very strong focus on equity and inclusion, and particularly on Indigenous knowledges, and of course on educational reform and educational leadership. So before we go any further about the university itself, I'd like to just give you some insights about Melbourne, which is constantly ranked as one of the world's most livable cities. And that's important if you're going to travel to live for a period of time here with us in Melbourne. We have a very large international population. This city is very much a multicultural city and a friendly city. It's a fairly safe place to be living. And because of its multicultural nature, you will easily be able to find things like halal food, prayer rooms, Asian groceries. In fact, the university is only 1 block away from the famous Victoria Market, where you can find food produce from all over the world. Public transport to the university is excellent. The university has several buses that come to the university from all over the city. It is on a tram line, and very recently, in fact, just last month, a new train station has opened right at the in the heart of the university. So it's very well situated. The university is very close to the city centre, and therefore it's close to libraries, to parklands, to art galleries, including art galleries that we have on site as well. So that's a little bit about, where the university is. And that brings us then to the dual degree. So the part that I'm going to speak about is this second phase, as you heard earlier, the part that is conducted here on site with us at the University of Melbourne. So this degree is really ideal for those who want to extend their expertise in pedagogy and in assessment, to advance their educational leadership, to work with policy and curriculum. The degree is designed to develop advanced knowledge, skills and attributes in theory, research and practice. And the degree aligns with that transformative change that I mentioned earlier on. So let me take you through what the degree looks like from our end, from the university. So you will be experiencing your second and third semesters here at the university. In your second semester, or the first part of the degree that's conducted here in Melbourne, you will complete 4 subjects, or what we can call 4 electives. And I'll explain in a moment why they're called electives. In the third semester, you'll complete 2 of those electives and a capstone project. So you'll be studying 4 subjects or electives in the first semester with us, the first part of this second phase, and then 3 in the following semester. Now, the reason that there's only 3 is because that capstone project is a very hefty project, and it's worth double the credit points from all the other electives. Now, all of our subjects in the Master of Education can be categorised under 10 specialisations, and they're listed there for you to see. I won't read through all of them now, but you can see that they have been selected because of contemporary issues and concerns that we have in education across the globe. So these really are discipline areas that target key educational priorities. Each of these specialisations hold a suite of 4 subjects or 4 electives. Now, if you decide to undertake a specialisation, then you must complete the 4 electives that sit within that specialisation. And I'll show you an example of a study plan in a moment. Now, you don't have to complete a specialisation if you don't want to. If you want to craft your own masters, craft your own pathway, you can select your 4 electives in the second semester and your 2 electives in the third semester from across the 40 subjects that we have categorised under these 10 specialisations. But we find that most people at the master's level come because that's exactly what they want to be. They want to be experts in a particular discipline or field, and therefore they choose a specialisation. So if you do that, all 4 subjects must be completed. For you to decide which specialisation might be best for me, the University of Melbourne Handbook, which is easily Googled as University of Melbourne Handbook, have the specialisations listed, and each specialisation has intended learning outcomes. These learning outcomes give you a very good picture of what the content of the subject is, and that will help you make those decisions. That's just an example that I have from one of our specialisations up there. And here is an example of 4 subjects that fit within one specialisation. In this case here, it's the educational leadership specialisation. So let me now show you an example of a study plan. So this student here is undertaking the mathematics and science specialisation. As I said previously, in order to complete the specialisation, all 4 subjects must be undertaken. And I've highlighted those subjects there in yellow. Now you'll see that the student is taking 2 of those subjects in the first semester at University of Melbourne and 2 in the second semester. And that's important to note because not all specialisations run all of their subjects in that one semester. So if you were doing the leadership specialisation, that's not a problem. That can all be done in that first semester, and then you choose 2 electives. But in this case, the 2 subjects need to be taken in one semester and then in the following semester. So this particular student who is undertaking the maths and science specialisation has also elected to do a subject called Englishes in the Global Context. That's taken from the English and Literacy specialisation. And then they're also taking another elective based on their interest and their work experiences around wellbeing. So that gives you a little bit, I think, of an idea of how the course is structured from our end. And then we have this discipline inquiry capstone, which is a big project that is done at the end. As mentioned, this subject has double the credit points of the specialisations or elective subjects, and you create a substantial project that's directly related to your interests and your own professional practice, and you draw upon the work that you've done in your electives and your specialisation. It's a subject that draws on theory, on research skills, and that you've developed throughout your degree, and will help you prepare for that thesis that then you're going to write when you head back to the university in Indonesia. So how will you study when you come to us? Well, all of our subjects are delivered in the evenings and on weekends. Most classes will be held either on campus or online, though we do have a couple of subjects where it's held off campus. So, for example, if you take the subject that looks at Indigenous education, that's taken off campus and what we call on country. You'll study with students from all over the globe and from academics who are absolute experts in their fields. So what you can do now before you come to us, and as you're preparing for the course, you can look over the course in the handbook. You can begin to think about whether you're going to take a specialisation or not. Have a look at each of the subjects in that specialisation, and think about that assessment schedule, what it's going to look like, what sort of tasks you might be asked to do. You can also start to familiarise yourself with some of the available supports that we have, and I'll go through some of those in a moment. We have a learning management system that we call Canvas, and all of our subjects are structured in this same way. There are 8 hours of asynchronous study. Now, these may be lectures, but not necessarily. They could be a series of tasks. But this is what we would call input from the lecturers, and students work through those 8 hours of asynchronous study at their own pace. We then have 16 hours of class time. Now, that 16 hours may be organised as 8 2-hour blocks or 4 4-hour blocks. Each subject is individual. There's substantive reading material that's linked on that LMS, and then students are expected also to participate in pre and post class tasks as well. But the structure is the same for all of our subjects. We have a dedicated library to education called the Gippsland Usen Library, and we have wonderful library staff who are happy to make time to work with students individually and to support students. And as well as that, we have many supports for academic skill writing, where students can make appointments either individually or in small groups. And there are many webinars that the library provides and sessions that people can attend targeting different aspects of academic writing. So to give you an example of some of these supports that we have counselling and psychological support that if needed. We have campus community support that provides help with financial aid or housing support. We also have a lot of supports that are dedicated to international students. We really want students to have the best experience when they come here. I mentioned earlier that inclusion and diversity is a very strong part of our university, so we have assistance in place for students who need ongoing support because of physical or perhaps mental health issues, and then we also have health services that are available to all of our students and their dependents. Now, no matter what the best laid plans are, sometimes life does get in the way, and for some reason students cannot hand in their assessment tasks when they need to. We have very strong measures put in place to support students through extensions. So sometimes it might be that you have a little illness like the flu and that's put you back a few days, or it might be more substantial issues that you are facing in your life where you are needing to apply for special consideration. But rest assured that the university have both personnel and processes and protocols to ensure that all of our students have the best experience possible. And that's about it from me in a nutshell.
Thank you very much, Dr. Helen Kosmesu, for your explanation. I think we come to the question and answer. This can be led by, well, both of you and Tati, I think, can go directly. Silakan, Bu.
Okay, since we have done the presentation from our side at IIIU, and then also thank you for your extensive information and quite comprehensive what you're providing at UniMelb. But I'm sure there are questions. We have like a number of participants joining us. So feel free if you have some question. We are going to also upload the information, especially my PowerPoint, to the Faculty of Education website soon. I wonder if Helen will be okay if we share your PowerPoint to our website. If it is okay, then we'll be
Absolutely. Please
Yeah.
feel free to do so.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Feel free to have questions, students, or anyone who would like to have some questions.
Maybe they are still shy.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you again some of the information about the category of the affirmative and then the deadline. Just want to make sure that everyone is taking notice here. Yeah. To my understanding, there are two opportunities, yeah, to secure an LPDP scholarship for the dual degree. The first one this year is in February, and the second one, I believe, sometime in June, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, we urge you to take the opportunity much earlier, so you can, you know, uh, maybe it's your time, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read one question from one participant named Farah Melanie. Hi, Farah. I'm gonna read her questions. I have two questions regarding the registration process. Is there any specific requirement for the letter of recommendation? And number two, if you register to IIII admission first, will they issue only by you or also by UNIMEL? Okay, the question. Okay, I'm gonna answer the question. Feel free for the dean if you have some more. So to answer your question, the first one, hold on a second. Let me just wanna make sure I have any specific requirement for the letter of recommendation. Okay, let me open the. So if you want to go directly to our website, you're basically providing this information, yeah, this information or these documents. So as long as you meet all the general requirements and then you submit it as these documents, and I suppose that your document meeting our requirement, that is, for instance, the scores and things like that. So you would receive after the interview process, of course, we also do interview you to see, maybe on paper is good, maybe we can clarify more during the interview. So suppose everything going well, so you would receive a letter of recommendation. Oh, sorry, a letter of condition, a letter of acceptance. I'm sorry. Yeah. So your letter of acceptance from us, and then you can use that letter of acceptance if your language course is meeting the requirement that we just mentioned earlier. So you would have the unconditional letter. And then that's what happened with our current student who is a dual degree with SOAS. So she came with us with solid language score and interview session and things like that. So she received an unconditional letter of acceptance, and then she used the letter to LPDP scholarship. So that's basically what you are going through in order to secure an LOA. And LOA, you can have a conditional and unconditional. Typically for the unconditional one, it's language issues, because that's almost, requires that you have to retake again, probably other areas of requirement you are good, but probably you still need to increase your language. But yeah, the last one we had an unconditional letter of acceptance, and she used that to apply for PDP scholarship, and she received one. And then, yeah, we would not involve University of Melbourne because it's already under the partnership. It's already been established. So the letter of acceptance coming from us, and then once you are becoming our student, meaning that you are in your route to go to pursue your dual degree, meaning that following this structure, yeah. So the first phase you would spend with us, and the second phase, that is 1 year, complete year at Melbourne, and the last one is the last category. The last phase, you are coming back and spend 1 semester at IIIU. Hope that answer your question. And what
Yeah, I think
else?
I would like to add the answer to Farah questions. About the requirements of the letter of recommendations, I suggest that your letter of recommendation is coming from your previous lecturer who knows you better. Yeah, do not ask a recommendation letter from your parents. Yeah, your parents will, of course, write about you more positively than, well, it is more objective to have the letter of recommendation from your previous lecturer or previous supervisor. Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification. Indeed, yeah, you need to be coming from someone who has direct experience working for them, so they can give you a letter of recommendation. Hope that answered your question. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Farah.
There is another question from Bismillah Bismi, Bu Tati.
Could we use TOEFL score instead of, I don't see it will be a problem, yeah. We need to double check again, but I see that opportunities open for any official letter of language score, TOEFL, IBT, or computer one, and IELTS score. We need to double check again. Can you please, maybe Afra can double check it for us? And the second one is, could Java be the applicant's region? Now, for the affirmative regions, let me show you again some of the region covered by the affirmative region for the affirmative scholarship. So we have Aceh, we have Bali. So let me have it on full slideshow. We have Aceh, including the regencies, yeah. And Bali, we have Bengkulu, and we have Jambi, ya. Kalimantan Barat, Kalimantan Timur, Kalimantan Utara, Kepulauan Riau, Lampung, Maluku, and Nusa Tenggara Barat, Nusa Tenggara Timur, Papua, dan Papua Barat, Papua Barat Daya, Papua Pegunungan, Papua Selatan, Papua Tengah, Riau, Sulawesi Tengah, and Sulawesi Utara, Sumatera Barat, Sumatera Selatan, Sumatera Utara. Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah, I would like to add more information to Bismi. So last year, we had also a concern like this about people who are in Java would like to apply for the scholarship. But the LPDP only give, like, for example, if our university partner has a very good ranking, then the affirmative scholarship move into regular scholarship, means that everybody can apply. So this decision about affirmative scholarship only came out recently, I think around end of January. And we have already communicated with LPDP in order they can open to general applicants, but they do not answer our queries. Last year, we when we had the was that partnership, for example, with Deacon, LPDP cannot open Deacon for general applicants because of the issue of ranking. But for this year, there is close for the general applicants. We will try to negotiate again and again, and there will be a second round of LPDP application. So I hope that in the second round, the application can be open to any applicants throughout Indonesia, including Java. I'm very sorry that LPDP cannot open for Java applicant yet, but you can use that time, for example, to improve your English, to prepare all the requirements, because there are so many requirements that you need to submit, and the timing now is like until the 23rd of February. It is very short. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dean. We have, okay. You're welcome, Bismi. We have one more question coming from our current student, international student. Is this dual degree open to international student? If so, will be the documents presented to IIIU the same as those to be submitted to Melbourne University? Okay, so I think you saw the sign from the dean, yeah? So it's only open for Indonesian citizen. Yeah, the LPDP scholarship for the dual degree only open and available for the Indonesian citizen. I think that's answer your question.
Yeah, but LPDP support you study if you apply for PhD at IIIU. So your PhD at IIIU it will be fully funded by LPDP. Any more question, Ibu Tati?
All right, you're welcome, Freddy. We don't have any question yet.
Yeah, well, let's wait 1 more minute. If there is no question, we can close the
Yeah.
session before 12.
Sure.
Helen, do you wanna add something before we close the session?
No, other than to say that sometimes we give a lot of information during these sessions and people need to go away and process what they hear, and then they think, oh, I wish I had thought of that question. Please feel free to contact the university, to contact me if there is anything that I can support you with. And my email is quite easy. It's HSC, and then the tag is at unimelb.edu.au. So please feel free if you go away and you'd like to ask some more questions or just to even have a chat about the degree from the University of Melbourne's side. I'm more than happy to discuss it with anyone.
Maybe you can write down your email address in the chat.
Yes, I'll do that. And it's much easier than writing Cosmescu.
Okay. I think we can close the session. Ibu Tati, please close the session.
Okay, thank you, Helen. If you are wondering, the participant, if you're wondering how to contact Dr. Helen, it's already there in the chat box. Feel free. I think that's the end of our info session. So it was a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll see more of this. And then this is like just the beginning. Yeah, we're warming up here. Yeah, so a lot more to do and a lot more exciting session information. And then, yeah. If you have
Yeah,
a question, you know how to reach us at IIIU.
Yeah, in addition to the dual degree program, we also have regular degree, just 1 degree at IIIU, and there is opportunity for you also to have a full scholarship, partial scholarship, or you would like to pay yourself. This will depend on the quality of your interview results, and it is still open for the round 1 until when, Ibu Tati, for the application?
Sorry, 29, if I'm not mistaken. At 29 of February, yeah.
Yeah, there is someone from admission. I think we can hear from IIIU admission. Okay, 25th February. Thank you very much, the staff from admission. So, for the LPDP scholarship, it is closed until 23 of February, but for IIIU admission, it is still open until 25th of February for the round 1. And after that, it will be open again. And when is the second round of the admission for IIIU? Could you write down in the chat for the second round? Maybe it is not decided yet if there is no information, but there will be a second round of the application. Thank you very much. Good morning, nearly afternoon. Thank you very much, Helen. Hope to see you again. Okay. Okay, that's all of our session. Thank you very much, Ibu Tati.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank
See
you.
you again
Thank you.
soon.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye. Have a
everyone.
good
Feel
day.
free to leave the Zoom room. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.